Now, it might be hard for some of us to remember now, but learning to read can be stressful. Luckily for kids in Watertown, a couple of regular visitors to the Watertown Free Public Library are more than willing to lend an ear to help alleviate some of that stress. WCN's Daniel Hogan tells us about this returning program at the Watertown Free Public Library. Daniel?
For young children, learning or struggling to read can be stressful, but now kids in Watertown can find a pair of supportive ears to help them through it at the Watertown Free Public Library. Certified therapy dogs Cypress and Aspen visit the library every month for Read to a Dog, a program that was recently restarted after taking a break for several years.
Once a month, the Children's Department at the Watertown Free Public Library offers Read to a Dog. It's a great program. It is great for kids who are starting to read independently, who are already reading independently, and they can practice in 15-minute slots reading out loud to one of our trained therapy dogs who come and visit with their volunteer owners.
11-year-old Aspen and 2-year-old Cypress are joined by their parents, Joel Wolf and Penny Schultz, Watertown husband and wife, and volunteers for Pets and People, a nonprofit that supports therapy dog visits to places like libraries, nursing homes, and hospitals.
Petting a dog, hugging a dog, being close to a dog decreases stress. Since dogs are non-judgmental, the kids feel a lot more comfortable reading aloud, which is intrinsically stressful. And they feel a lot more comfortable reading to a dog than they do to their mom or their dad, their teacher, or even other kids their own age. And so we've seen pretty amazing things happen over the years reading to the dogs. In fact, we've had situations where the parent has come in the room with the kids and the kids just would not read aloud until the parents actually left the room. They'll love the kids no matter how good of a reader they are.
Kids are invited 2 at a time for a 15-minute block in the children's room where they can pick out a book, read out loud or to themselves, or even show the pictures to their tail-wagging audience. They're also free to just put the book down for a few minutes to administer some pets and boops.
I'll occasionally lean over, and if a kid is struggling with a word, I'll help them sound it out or something like that. But for the most part, I try to sit back as much as I can, because really the magic happens when the kid feels like it's just the kid and the dog.
The Pets and People Foundation administers tests to make sure that dogs like Cypress and Aspen can work as therapy dogs. Aspen is certified to work with Penny, while Cypress works with Joel.
These guys both do competitive obedience, so they're trained above and beyond what I would consider to be just normal training.
Cypress and Aspen usually visit the library once per month. Families do need to register in advance for the program, with reservations opening 2 weeks before Cypress and Aspen visit.
You just need to call the Children's Department at the library. Sign up begins 2 weeks in advance of the program, and you can find each program's date on our online calendar or our paper calendar.
Dan Hogan, Watertown Cable News.
Daniel, thank you. Dogs are the best, aren't they?
Yep.
They are just the best. Joel, the gentleman who was featured in that story, is on the board of directors of the organization Pets and People. The organization once had about 150 volunteers now, but those numbers dipped significantly during the pandemic.
If you have a pet who you think might make a good therapy dog, go online to petsandpeoplefoundation.org to learn more.